Hello and welcome back. In just a couple of days, it will be our 2 week anniversary of when we got Watson. So, a lot has happened in the first week. We've told you about that. And so far this week, I'm not going to talk about the whole week, but just a specific special moment that we had. And that was Watson's first bath experience. And that in itself is. Did you have fun?
No.
No. We ended up watching this one guy on YouTube, okay? So he's like, how to give a Samoyd puppy a bath. He's like, oh yeah, this Samoyd's pretty much first time having its bath, and he proceeds to show how nice and calm his Samoyd puppy is throughout most of the video, throughout the washing process, throughout the drying process. And we're like, okay, let's give it a go. That day it was actually kind of rainy and a little muddy outside anyway, so when we took him out for his potty break, he came in kind of dirty, so we said, let's go ahead and let's give him a bath right away. And oof.
That's a good description.
So I actually started recording because I wanted to record his first, bath moment, I guess, it's like a little milestone, I guess. I'll put that little snippet up right now so you can kind of see how far we got before I had to turn it off. And I had to help out too because it was definitely a two-person job. There was one person has to hold him down while the other one's trying to scrub him, and it was just, let's just say at the end of it, we were worried that he might hate us. Mm-hmm. Hey, Watson.
It's warm, so no, don't drink the water. It's okay. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay.
Watson, sit.
It's okay. His heart's beating so fast.
Sit.
You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
The bath part wasn't, and I mean, I don't know which part was worse, the actual bathing part or the drying part afterwards.
Drying.
Because yeah, probably drying, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because Samoyeds, they have, really fluffy fur that you have to be, you have to make sure you take care of. You can't just have him, air dry by himself because his hair will get all tangled and you'll get like knots and stuff.
Gnats.
Or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, gnats, and you end up having to cut it out because you're not going to be able to brush it out. And so we have a blow dryer that we used in order to dry him up, but he was not having it. One, I think it was because it was really loud. Two, it's that air that keeps blowing on him, and it's obviously still his first time. He was not happy at all. I was barely holding him down while Christy was, trying to dry him. And yeah, at the end of the whole experience, we're like, oh, maybe next time we should just go with a groomer. That might be a lot easier to deal with than all of that. But no, I mean, it's his first time, so we kind of expected it to be not 100% smooth, but I don't think we were expecting it to be at that extent of not smoothness. But we have some plans for the future that kind of will help him out. I know when we even were talking with the breeder, she has this nice grooming table, and what a lot of grooming tables also have is this almost like harness noose like thing where you actually kind of strap in the puppy and you got to get them used to the table so you can groom them and take care of them. And it's actually very good for the dog, and it's good to get them on a table as soon as possible so they get used to it, and so it's nothing scary for them. And then that way you have these straps that kind of hold them in place. That way you can dry them, brush them out without them constantly toppling over and turning and chasing their tail and trying to jump and do whatever puppies like to do. So that's one of the things that we're looking to acquire Another thing is a specific dryer, not just a hair dryer, but one that's specifically for puppies or dogs to dry their fur. I don't know if they're quieter, or I don't know
Some are,
what
some
makes
are
them.
not, but they're more powerful than typical hair dryers. So since he has a double coat of fur, it's gonna dry him more quickly than like a regular blow dryer. AKA the scary experience for him is cut down by half because it's quicker.
Gotcha. Yeah. So that's kind of another thing that we're looking to get, hopefully, before he needs to get his second bath. It's been a little rainy. It's been a little kind of snowy today, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, his paws are dirty. We wipe him down. We try to
Mm-hmm.
get him as clean as we can, but it's kind of difficult, especially with all that white, fluffy fur. And I'll post up some pictures maybe at the end of the video or so. If you want to see more, there's on Instagram. I mean, after the bath, he was very fluffy. I mean, it was really worth it. You know, it's good for him, and you could just see how fluffy and poofy he is.
Well, we did use the two brushes, plus we used
Yeah.
that detangler conditioner spray that really like poofed him up a
Yep.
lot.
I mean, he's a pretty dog, and once he gets even bigger, and once we wash him, his fur gets all fluffed up. I mean, if you ever seen pictures of full-grown Samoyeds, I mean, they're beautiful dogs. So we're excited to see how that all turns out, I guess, later on in the future. But for now, that's kind of our experience with Watson's first bath. Hopefully, next time he doesn't hate it as much. Uh, but we're looking forward to, I guess, a lot more many firsts. I mean, we've covered quite a lot of. I mean, we've already. He's had his first snow. He's had his first car ride. He's met other dogs. What else does he need to do for his first?
I have no idea.
So we'll see. We'll see what else comes in the future. But for now, we're still alive. We're staying strong. We still love Watson. Hopefully, he still loves us. I don't know about after that bath. No, he seems fine now. We feed him, so he knows where the food's coming from, so he has no choice but to love us.
Oh,
Right?
sorry, you forgot to mention we did use treats for the bath time. He didn't want any of them. He didn't want anything to do with them, and we tried to introduce him to the water slowly, but he just wanted to drink it. And I first like put the brushes and the hair dryer in front of him just to smell them, but he still wanted nothing to do with them. He knew what was coming, and he did not. He wanted nothing to do with them.
Well, I think also one of the reasons is because he's very energetic, and so he hasn't yet figured out to focus on one thing at a time, kind of a thing. So if he's freaking out, he's freaking out. Put treats in front of him, do whatever. He's gonna be freaking out. So I mean, he's still a puppy, so he still doesn't have that control yet.
And we did take breaks. We did give him breaks in the middle of the experience, so
Yeah,
he
we
would
could
calm
not
down.
we could not blow dry him all at once.
Yeah.
No, no, no. We had to blow dry him in little
Mm-hmm.
sections, and then try to go back and re-dry sections and try to get them all fluffed up and taken care of. But yeah, so I'll post that video if I haven't yet, and a couple of those pictures that you'll see of wet Watson instead of him being his usual big and fluffy fur. And I guess we'll see what next week brings. And hopefully, week number 3 with Watson is gonna keep going in a positive direction. I mean, it already is, in comparison of last week and this week. I mean, this week had its own separate issues, but you could see the growth. You could see that he is starting to pay attention to us a little bit more. He's gotten down a couple things that he listens, but there's other issues we'll figure out along the
I
way.
mean, like every day, some issues get solved and new issues come up. So, you just kind of have to go with the punches.
It's all part of the process, and you can only tackle one thing at a time. So, continue wishing us luck. offer us any advice if you have any, or if you're looking to get a Samoyd, hopefully this will be some good advice for you. So, you see our experience, and I don't know. I went on a Facebook group at one point and to see other Samoyd owners, and a lot of them have similar experiences, and then other people have completely different experiences. So each dog is different, each puppy is different. Everybody has a different energy level and focus level and whatnot. So it's just depends on who you get and what you get. But no giving up yet, and just gonna keep moving forward, and can't wait to see him grow up and be with us for a very long time. So see you guys then next time.